Hear me out.
I'm all ears.
Greetings everyone and welcome to this podcast. Well, I am Amiga Widya Setyaningrum as your talkative host today, and I would like to thank the audience for sticking with us and watch this podcast. And today I bring you our two special guests today, Mathilda and Nindha.
Hi, Ami. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for inviting us, and I really can't wait on what we are going to discuss later on. Right, Nindha?
Yes, hi Ami. Thank you for having us today. We're super excited.
Yes, all right. Thank you, and you're welcome for both of you. And well, before we start, ladies, you guys look dazzling today. Maybe you guys can share what kind of beauty products that you use. Perhaps it would be nice to share with each other.
Thank you for saying that, Ami. For me, the most important thing in skincare is to find what suits your skin type and your skin problem. I have oily skin and I have an acne-prone skin. So
Same.
I use a water-based moisturizer, and I am using a salicylic acid serum for my acne treatment. And as for makeup, I really like using a skin tint because it doesn't feel heavy on my skin. And I'm using a loose powder, and an eyeshadow. These two are my to-go. And for the rest of the makeup, I am using blush on, eyebrows, eyeshadow, eyeliner, and other stuff just like anybody else.
Oh, I see.
Well, I have the similar skin type too. Like my skin is tends to be oily and acne-prone skin. Like instead of wearing skin tint, I use a cushion instead because I think it suits me more. And yeah, I don't really like wearing something like wearing foundation that can be too thick, right? So I prefer to keep it lightweight, but still I look like I wear makeup, but not too much. And for skincare, the same like Nindha, I use a moisturizer that has a water-based ingredient and maybe sunscreen that also has a moisturizing ingredient. So yeah, that's much it for me. And I also brought this lip balm for me.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Your products are cute.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Thank you for both of you for recommending me some oily skin type products. Well, because I need it for my skin type. I'm oily skin type too, and I have to pick my products carefully because maybe it cause breakouts. And it is really nice to recommend each other skincare products and makeup even. But what if someone dislike that kind of thing? Well, have you guys ever heard about the Cipray drama?
The one that makes fun of the filter at Instagram? Yeah, I heard it before.
Yeah, the filter was from Instagram, but he posted his slender video in TikTok. And have you seen that?
Yes, I've seen it. It's everywhere on the internet.
Oh yeah, that's pretty viral in Indonesian beauty community. Well, for those who haven't heard about this yet, it is about a user from TikTok named Cipray who took a video with the filter that acts as a template to put the text of your favorite or recommended beauty products to recommend your followers or audiences about what kind of products that suits your skin, and maybe others could use it too. But this person is just mocking about. He assumed that the women who use expensive beauty products are nothing more than show-offs, and he assumed that women cannot pay their own bills, so they had to resort to credit pay later. So after I explained the brief explanation of this controversy, what do you guys think about this? Well, starting from Matty, do you think that whatever Cipray say about women in this video is true? Is it even alright for women to use expensive products that may be overpriced for him?
Well, I think there's nothing wrong for women to have expensive products, right? As long as they can afford them. And maybe some even save up their money to buy those products that they need, right? Because maybe the reason is because it's pricey. It may have like a certain ingredient that not in every products that are cheap have, you know. And what Cipray said in the video, right? I think it's just stupid. The filter itself, I don't think it has like any bad intentions, right? For it's not even like a competition. It's just like on like the beauty community sharing each other what product like makeup or skincare they use. And yeah, so as long as it doesn't really affect people, like as long as it doesn't really cause financial problems, I think it's all right for them. And yeah, Cipra is just making it problematic, you know.
Yeah, I agree about that. Well, for Nindha, how about your opinion on how beauty products could have ranges of price and classes? So, as Matty said, that the product itself doesn't have to expensive as long as it's beneficial. You can still choose it and use it. Well, what do you think?
Yeah, you see, people live different lifestyle, and it really shows how they spend their money, especially on beauty products. And I think people with higher income might search for a product that is luxurious, like let's say they search for luxurious skincare brands and makeup brands because they aim for the good quality of that product. And I don't see that as an act of showing off. Yeah, it's true. And for the people that has not so high income might search for an affordable products, like let's say beauty products in Indonesia has already improved in the formula, and a lot of people have gained interest in that. So I think what Cipray claim about women only buy things to showing off is just a one-sided statement, because we do all of this because we have the same goal, which is to find a product that is fit for our needs, for our skin, and with how much money we have.
Yeah, I totally agree with what Nindha have said.
All right, thank you.
Well, if what Matthew said was right, then what do you think about the reason behind Cipray commenting about this filter trend? Like, why is this even he's even bothered about it? Well, is it because of misogyny or insecurity? Take your guess. Well, I think for me, women shouldn't be ashamed of expressing their thoughts, their opinions, their feelings, or maybe their beauty in this context, right? I just don't understand how people like him likes to make fun of the skincare and makeup filter that's been going on Instagram for months, right? Like, does it offend him personally? Like, it wasn't made for him specifically, and why is he making it a big deal? And about him being misogynistic or insecure, I think his ego and pride as a man must have been destroyed. Like, maybe he couldn't even afford those expensive makeup, or maybe he just doesn't know how to properly take care of a woman who has higher value. And how dare he collectively assume that we couldn't afford expensive products when maybe in reality we actually can, right? He just thinks that us as women couldn't afford expensive things like men can do, right? That's so stereotypical and these days, and it's so overpowered to me. And honestly, he better clean his side of the street. Like, maybe start from him taking care of himself, because I think if I pay attention, there are a lot of dirt coming up from his mouth, right? And I think he should clean that stuff first.
Well, that sounds so bold of you. Alright. Well, so, alright. Then it was clear that men like him should shut up about this, and he should well behave in social media, because it is common sense for us to stay with our own business and not slander others for stupid things, like for stupid reasons. Yeah, because whatever the trend is doing, the beauty products recommendation filter is just a template to recommend beauty products, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Then how was Cipray and other men like him supposed to take the trend correctly? Like, what should they do about it?
Well, first off, I think it's time for men to stop judging women for what they choose in a cheap way like that. I mean, it's just skincare. Everyone has the right to choose whatever they want to buy with their own money. And I think men should understand that this beauty trend, like filter trend, is not a part of showing off, but a way of to introduce or to recommend a certain product to somebody else. And also, skincare is a part of self-care routine, right? Because basically, it doesn't call women care or girl care, because everybody uses it. And also, I've seen some men do use skincare and makeup, and they're good at doing that. So, instead of calling this trend negatively, why can't we just appreciate why someone like to make this type of content? And judging people on the internet like that, it just shows how low your value is as a man.
Yeah, just because it's mostly used by women doesn't mean it's only for women.
Yes,
it can be
right.
also for women and men. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for stating the opinion of both of you. I appreciate it as the host of this podcast. So it's time for us to summarize what we have gathered from this discussion. So, first of all, the point is that the Cipray opinion is not quite reliable since he said that the women who does this trend is nothing more than showing off the price of their expensive skincare, which is not true because the skincare itself is a field that has quite a wide range of prices, right? The price is so different and the quality varies. And then for the cost of the skincare itself is also applies to the class of the women or men who use them, the beauty products, right? It was classified as the affordable and then the middle one and the expensive one, of course. And then why does Cipray even made that video? That slender was quite stupid personally because it was really unreasonable and it only reflects his insecurity of not being able to take care of himself or even his woman. Well, if we have a woman. And then the last point is what should when seeing this kind of beauty recommendation trend? Well, they should be respecting this kind of trend since it's a positive one and it's harmless really. And keep in mind that slandering the entire community is really a big mistake for your social media. His account literally got reported so much to the point he cannot access his old account.
As he should, to be honest.
Yeah, well, alright, that was so chaotic, I think. But at least it's over now.
I'm so glad it's over.
Yeah. So, thank you for both of the guests today for explaining their opinion and giving us some insight about this topic. Well, what do you guys think about this? Share in the comments below if you have anything to ask or state. Well, for today, let's pause this podcast and see you next time. Let's say our slogan first.
Cheers.
Widya.